24 minutes after the hour, Bishop Joseph Walker, the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Nashville, Tennessee. I'm expecting great things. Bishop Walker, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning. Listen, I am so excited to be with you this morning because, you know, man, as we get this week started, it's so important for people to keep a positive attitude. You know, anybody can be a Debbie Downer. Anybody can walk around complaining. But you know what? You need to start counting your blessings versus adding up your problems. The fact is, the scripture says the effectual and fervent prayer of the righteous, it avails much. When you believe in God for something, man, you got to believe that when you pray, that thing is going to happen. The question is, how do you pray for it? How do you really hear from God, right? Because so many people don't realize the importance of spending time with God by yourself. There was a grandfather walking with his son down the street one day, and the son was just, you know, on his phone, the grandson, and they passed by an old phone booth. And the grandson looked up and said, "Granddad, what's that?" And the granddad said, "Boy, that's how we used to use the phone." He said, "What?" So, you know, he went into this phone booth and he started playing with this book that was hanging outside, you know, the phone booth. It was that old phone book. And he didn't understand. He said, "Well, how in the world could you see in the dark? What do y'all do? How do you even look at the phone and see the book?" And the grandfather said to him, "Go in there, close the door." And when he closed the door, the light came on. Let me tell you something. There's a moment in your life you got to go in and talk to God. You got to close the door. This ain't about you posting everything on Facebook. It's about you putting your face in the book. It's about you understanding how to spend that quality time with God and knowing that the light will come on and God will speak to you and show you that great things are in your future. So listen, the worst is over and the best is yet to come. I hope you have a great week. It's going to be awesome. Great things are coming forward.
Yes, sir, Bishop Walker. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
God bless you. Listen, reach me on Instagram at Joseph Walker 3. That's Instagram at Joseph Walker 3. And let me know you were listening to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
There it is, man. Hey, 22 years in the frat yesterday. Love you, man.
All
right, y'all. When the Saints go to worship, right here, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 11 minutes after the hour. Got your front page right here. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look at your front page news. Yesterday, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky again pleaded for the West to send fighter jets and tanks to help in the fight against the invading Russians and accused Western nations of cowardice for not having sent them after more than 1 month of war. Meanwhile, the head of the Ukrainian military intelligence accused Russia of wanting to split Ukraine into two, comparing it to North and South Korea. Now, in other news, the House committee investigating the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol is moving forward with contempt charges against two former Donald Trump advisors for their refusal to comply with subpoenas. Both have been very uncooperative for months. And the Biden administration plans to give Americans ages 50 and older the option of a second COVID booster without recommending the shot outright. And last but not least, in some good news, now it's not a lot, but the average price of gas did fall over the last 2 weeks, dropping by about 6 cents to $4.37 a gallon. Now it's still almost $1.42 higher than it was about a year ago, but it is a lot cheaper than what people are paying in Los Angeles, which is at $5.99 a gallon. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news, but for more, just log on to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
NCAA March Madness in the men's and women's. Let's start with the men's. The Final Four is already set. Duke versus North Carolina. Man, that you might as well. That could be the championship before the championship. Then you got Villanova and Kansas. You watched that Kansas game last night, dog?
I did. Kansas and Miami?
Yes, sir.
I did.
Yes, sir.
Enjoyed it.
It's going down. So them four are set. Women's Final Four, 2 teams punched their ticket, South Carolina and Stanford. Louisville, Michigan play tonight. North Carolina State and UConn play tonight. Whoever wins both of those games, they punch their ticket to the Final Four. It's getting exciting. Shout out to Shaquille O'Neal and Steph Curry. They won an Oscar last night for The Queen of Basketball. It's a documentary produced by both of them. It was on Lucia Harris. She's a only woman drafted by an NBA team back in 1977 in the 13th round. She didn't think they were serious. And she wasn't able to officially try out to make the roster because of her pregnancy.
Right.
So it's a 22-minute short film. Yeah, if y'all haven't checked it out, go check out the short film for Lucia Harris. That's what I got right now for sports. What up there, Gary?
All right, y'all. Last night was the Oscars, and I'm sure some of us watched it, but we're going to talk about that later. Right now, we're talking about Kanye West, y'all. Now, they're still saying, y'all, that Kanye West's career, as far as public events go, has taken a hit following multiple online tirades, honey, about his divorce from his estranged wife, Miss Kim Kardashian. And brand experts, y'all, are now weighing in on what's next, y'all, for the Ye rapper. Now, they're saying earlier this month, West was barred from the upcoming Grammys, and then there has also been almost overwhelming public support to keep him, y'all, from headlining Coachella. Now, Representative Kanye confirmed to Variety, y'all, that the rapper won't be performing at the awards show, honey, due to his concerning online behavior. But meanwhile, there's a petition, y'all, to have Kanye removed as a headliner of Coachella, and it has garnered over 40,000 signatures, y'all. So they're saying that, quote, we have watched Kanye harass, manipulate, and hurt Kim, Pete, and others for over a year now. And they're saying that no one seems to want to stand up to him, and the ones that do, he puts under fire, as well as the petition states, y'all. So it's still, going on with Kanye. We're going to see how this all turn out because, like they said, honey, he didn't come. They didn't have him at the Oscars because he couldn't go to the Oscars, and now they're talking about the Grammys and all this other stuff. So we're going to see how this all turn out. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is daffodil. On the high end, you say daffodil, and on the low end, you say beautiful golden yellow. That's your color for today. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, Coda and Dune win big at the Oscars, and we're going to talk about all the other stuff that happened too. Up next in the hot spot, it's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show 29 before the top of the hour, y'all. Shout out to Gail Boudreaux for the beignets this morning. Hot, fresh, powdered sugar everywhere. We're going to be hyped this morning. Man, them damn beignets.
The challenge is how can you eat them without getting them on your clothes?
Right.
It's impossible.
Impossible.
Yes, sir. Brad, what up?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, last night, the 94th Academy Awards went down, and it was definitely an unforgettable night. First, shout out to Will Packer and his team, man, for producing an outstanding ceremony. The night was also different because there were 3 hosts this year. We had Wanda Sykes, Regina Hall, and Amy Schumer, who took several jabs at the audience but did a great job collaborating. They were so funny when Wanda Sykes came out as King Richard with them little bitty shorts on. I died laughing. Oh, my God. Beyonce, y'all, who was nominated for Best Song, Be Alive. She performed from the tennis courts in Compton, where Venus's Arena, that's their hometown, and they had a little cameo from Little Blue Ivy. Did y'all see her sit in the middle with her little shades on?
Oh, yeah. I had to adjust my TV because all that green, I thought something was wrong with my coloring. Now my TV
it was like
messed up.
fluorescent green, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was beautiful, though.
It was beautiful, like tennis ball green. Well, the big film winner was Dune, who took home 6 Oscars. I thought it was real dope how the sign language and stuff, and it just touched me when he was talking, and he was so funny. Congratulations to the winners of Dune. And Jessica Chastain she won an Oscar for Best Actress in a leading role for The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Oh my God, when Regina Hall came out as Tammy Faye, that was funny too. The host did great, and then when Amy Schumer dropped down as Spider-Man and couldn't get back up, I mean, it was so funny, y'all. It was a really good night. But then we had a little bit of situation happen. Chris Rock and Will Smith made the headlines, and I said again, Chris Rock and Will Smith made the headlines last night after Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett. Here it is.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay.
Man.
You got his ass beat had it been me. Walk up and slap me. I don't care what I said as a comic.
That had to be deeper than just that joke.
That's what I think.
That's years of Will Smith eating all the jokes about, what his wife put him out there as.
Yeah.
His wife put him out there.
Chris Rock better than me. I would have been Birmingham all over his ass if he'd walked up and hit me in my face. You'd have got Alabama tackled. three-point stand.
Chris Rock didn't want none, though.
I think Chris Rock did the only thing Chris Rock could have done to keep that thing from becoming completely a train wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he continued with his presentation. But, yeah, I think this is deeper than what Jada is telling everybody she's going through. I think it's something else, and whatever it is way deeper.
Okay, did he slap August Alsina?
Come on. That part.
What he talked about is her alopecia, which she's really been struggling with,
I didn't know she had alopecia.
I didn't either.
Yeah, so that's what it is.
She's
been wearing her hair shaved bald because she has alopecia. Her hair has been falling out, and she's been battling with her image for quite some time, for at least a year. And so that's why her head is shaved. And so for him to make the joke about a shaved head, it was just super sensitive. And Will sleeps with her. He knows what she's going
through. She had alopecia.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because I didn't know.
Is that justification for Will to do that?
For you to walk up and slap somebody in the middle of a show, why didn't you do it after the show? Say, hey, pull them to the side, pull them in the room, say, hey, let's have a conversation.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, because after that, I couldn't.
I couldn't sleep last night.
I couldn't watch the rest of the show, so it kind of took away from everybody else that got accolades. And
Will Packer, the first time somebody, if I'm not mistaken, somebody black produced the show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
man,
most of the staff was African American as well.
Exactly.
And see here, Will, when he got there to speak, he thanked. He apologized to everybody except Chris Rock.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all caught that.
Yeah, we
caught that.
We caught that. Well, y'all, we got to wrap up the hospital on that, though, but I'm sure we're going to talk about this some more all day long. But coming up next, y'all, we got the joke of the day with Rock T. And if you got any questions for Dr. MJ Collier, y'all hit us up at 8669-RICKEY. That's 8669-RICKEY. Time now is 3 minutes before the top of the hour.
He killed me in there last night.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time for Rock T. Joke of the day. Joke of the day. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I know a lot of jokes about retired people, but none of them work.
Come on, Rick. Keep retired people's name out your mouth. Keep retired people's name out your mouth.
That's what it's coming to, dog.
That was just slap funny.
Run it one more time, Rock.
Yeah, man. I know a lot of jokes about retired people, but none of them work.
Out for the slow people in the back.
All right, let's go right on in. We appreciate that, Rock T. Let's get the one and only Dr. MJ Collier. Let's get Dr. Collier. Did you hear that right there?
I heard that, and I hope this worked, Ricky. That was a good one, Rock T.
Appreciate that.
Was a good one.
Wow, Dr. Collier.
Appreciate that respect, Dr. Collier. Let him know.
All right, y'all. You got any questions? You can hit up Dr. MJ Collier. In a medical question, Dr. MJ Collier. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. And let me tell you, we got a couple of things that are going on. You remember when the government sent out free home testing kits for the coronavirus? Everybody got 4 of them. Every family in America that wanted them got some. And then there are also testing kits available in all the drugstores now, so people can buy a testing kit. So what's happening is when people are testing positive, they're not reporting it to anybody. So those numbers are really showing a secondary increase in the number of cases that may not actually be real because people aren't getting PCR nasal swab testing and that testing being reported to the CDC. So that is one of the outcomes that probably was not predicted about doing that. But this is the key thing, and this is what I want everybody to listen to, who, particularly those who have not been vaccinated. Okay, the fund that was established to reimburse doctors and hospitals for care for uninsured COVID patients is no longer accepting claims for testing and treatment due to lack of sufficient funds. So those funds have run out. The Republican-controlled Congress has not given additional funds. Emergency aid has been requested by the White House, but that aid has yet to be allocated. So U.S. healthcare providers are informing uninsured people they can no longer be tested for the virus free of charge and will have to pay for that service. The number one lab in the country doing that is Quest Diagnostics. They operate many testing sites across the U.S., and they are saying that uninsured people will now have to pay between $125 to $195 for a COVID test that has previously been free. And that is not counting people that have to be hospitalized. You know, people that were diagnosed with COVID, hospitalized, they were not responsible for some of these $500,000 to $1 million bills because funds were being provided by the government. Now that money is no longer there. Now, this does not affect you if you have private insurance, if you have Medicare or Medicaid. This is basically for the uninsured. So if you're uninsured and you're unvaccinated and you get sick with COVID, you're going to have some issues or some problems. So that's the report today, Ricky.
All right, John, with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Okay, the question is there such a thing as flu A and B?
Yes, there are type influenza type A and B. One is more infectious and severe than the other. They are both bad, but the vaccine should protect you from type A and type B. And when you're tested, there are generalized tests for the flu, and there are tests for influenza A and B, and that's the test that you want to confirm your diagnosis if you have flu-type symptoms.
All right, John, with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Hey, doctor, how you doing? I wanted to know what's the best thing for acid reflux.
For acid reflux, there are great medications that are over-the-counter now. There are what are called H2 blockers. The one that's readily available is Pepcid AC, and then there are drugs that are blocking the acid production, drugs like Nexium, which are all over the counter. These products are also available at higher prescription doses, but they are very effective in treating acid reflux. Untreated acid reflux results in erosion of the lower part of the esophagus and possibly gastric ulcers. So very important if you're having that symptom, and if you're a black man in America, you're catching stress, you're under stress all day, every day. So you need to make sure that you take care of that so you don't end up in the hospital with bleeding ulcer.
All right, Dr. Collins, let everybody know how you really need to take vitamin D every single day, 5,000 international units, and why.
Absolutely. 5,000 international units of vitamin D protects you from infectious diseases such as influenza A and B, the coronavirus, fungal infections, and bacterial infections. They are just, when your body's immune system is optimized, and that's what that does, then you are protected from infectious diseases. At higher doses, it's been documented in multiple studies to protect you from various cancers, such as pancreatic cancer, colon cancer, breast cancer in women, and prostate cancer in men. So it's highly recommended that you take your 5,000 international units of vitamin D each and every day. Go to my website, lipodrop.com, to find out more about how you can boost your immune system and protect yourself from infectious diseases and various cancers. Ricky, these are the opinions of Dr. M.J. Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast or its production crew. You can reach me on all social media at @ASK Dr. MJ. Thank you so much, Ricky. We'll
Thank you, man.
Later this week.
You too.
Okay.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Yes, we've been talking about the Oscars, honey. The situation with Will Smith, honey, and Chris Rock, it was a sad moment. People are saying that it was violence, and they're saying that they're not going to have this anymore. Hollywood is speaking out regarding this situation with Will, honey, and Chris Rock. And a lot of people are saying, they must have thought this was February, honey, but it's not. And they're saying that, people saying that, they may not ever be another African American to even direct it, honey, because, they had Will Packer doing all this stuff, and he had all these people there, and, now this happened, they fighting and carrying on, slapping people and doing stuff. It was just not a good look, Ricky.
It was
and when I saw it, it made me nervous. Yes, it made me nervous, honey. They said,
I couldn't sleep last night over it. It literally bothered me.
They said, baby, Miss Meryl Streep grabbed her purse, honey, and ran. So I don't know what
She was distraught.
She was distraught, baby. These girls was getting up out of that. It just wasn't a good look. But, baby, we going to talk about some good looks, though, honey. Baby. Girl, we was watching, honey, Miss Oscars, honey. Girl, did y'all... I love this man dearly, and I really do like him. I like Samuel L. Jackson, honey. But did y'all see Miss LaTanya Richards, honey?
Yeah.
His wife.
What happened?
They said this girl had a possum on her head.
Honey.
Oh, now Sam Jackson gonna walk up and slap you.
Right.
Talk about nobody else.
Yeah.
Gary,
I was sitting there. Gary.
Yes.
Gary, I just got up and went and got something to drink. I didn't.
Baby, they say Miss LaTanya went back in the 70s and got her hair out the closet.
Don't do this, Gary. Don't do
I'm sorry.
My stomach. No, Gary.
Oh, Lord.
Gary, you talking about doing the monologue when the camera's panning over there? Gary.
I wish I was with you, Gary.
Gary. Talking about doing the monologue when that camera panned over there. Gary.
They said, Sam said, damn, LaTanya, what you This guy, I'm going to the Oscars, hell. This my hell. Oh, my God.
Gary. What you say, hell?
No.
Baby.
No, Rick, no.
Gary.
My stomach can't take it.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my God, no.
Gary.
No.
They said that was Daniel Boone and Apostle.
Oh, he gonna get us.
I know, and I love you, Sam. I love you too.
I don't know what love. Love ain't got nothing to do. What's love got to do with it?
Okay.
What's love got to do with it?
Oh, Lord. I'm like, oh, that was cute.
Oh, Gary.
Oh,
Gary.
Daniel Boone.
It was a pompadour.
Baby, she was something, honey.
A bouffant.
Oh, man.
She didn't need no purse, Gary.
She didn't need no Oh, honey, I was like, okay. But anyway, and Beyonce's performance was really nice. Everybody was raving about her performance, too. It was really nice. People didn't understand it, but it was really nice. I loved the green, honey. It was interesting. Now, I was confused, but some friends corrected me because I didn't know where the horse came in when she was riding in Compton. I know they had horses in Compton. But,
Yes.
There
are horses in Compton. They
I didn't
have
know that.
the Cowboys of Compton, actually. Meg Thee Stallion used them in her video a couple years ago.
Yeah.
We ride horses out west.
Oh, because I didn't know. Because I was wondering, girl, where that came in at, honey. But, she rode that girl. And her outfit was cute. She gave you one leg out. And that was nice, too. And they said little Blue Lily was somewhere up in there. Blue Ivy was somewhere up in the audience, up in there performing, too. So it was really nice, though. But the Oscars was nice, honey. Even though, the situation that happened. But, there was some cute illusions, honey. And, I love the monologues and stuff and, all the people. But Oh, I'm out of breath.
You out of breath, dog?
Oh, my
The
God.
color today, child. The color today, y'all, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is daffodil. On the high end, you say daffodil, and on the low end, you say beautiful golden yellow. That's your color for today.
Boy, if somebody see you walking through heaven, somebody gonna say, I know you lying. I know you lying. Gary, you going to hell for that. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley on the show. Hey, time for the boy, 866-9 Ricky. Here we go.
Let's go. Wake up, come on, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause they woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, go and be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
This is Nika from Indianapolis, Indiana. I want to wake my bubby up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I want to wake up everybody in Chicago. Stay out of trouble. Wake up, Ricky. Wake up back with your thick self. Love you. Shout out. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
It's Jordan Jones from Cincinnati, Ohio. Here to wake up Yolanda's Destiny. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, April Kelly, a truck and bus in Flint, Michigan. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Doja K from VA. I'm just calling to wake up the whole morning show. I love you guys, especially the brat. Check the DM, baby.
Everybody in Chattanooga, Tennessee, wake up, wake up, wake up. Ricky, you didn't play our song this morning at 7 o'clock Eastern time. I'm still waiting on it. The Lord has woke everybody up this morning. Thank you, Jesus.
Gainesville, wake up. Meridian, wake up. In Greenwood, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. When you at Dallas, wake up. In Chicago, wake up. ATL, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate it, bro.
You welcome, Ricky.
Our favorite grandmama is in the building, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch the award show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I called the police. Did you see that boy when he walked up and hit that man?
Yeah.
Did you call the police?
I wanted to.
Me too. It made my nerves bad. I just started screaming. I said, stop it! Stop it! I can't believe where was this uncle? What's his name?
Uncle Phil.
Where was he at?
He with Cora. He in Glory.
Yeah,
Where was it? Where was his aunt?
Vivian?
Yeah, where was they at?
Oh, yeah, which one of them?
Right.
The dog was...
Oh, yeah.
They could have did something. And slapped him in front of the two daughters that he teach how to play tennis.
Yeah, Venus and Serena.
The whole Muhammad Ali thing went too far.
He did play Ali.
Upset because him and his little boy was hungry and couldn't eat nothing.
That's a whole nother movie.
That's
a whole nother movie.
Hear that church announcement, govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Any female members over 65 that need to get your hair did for Easter need to see Sister Maxwell. She making appointments. It's daughter and her daughter Felicia. They fix hair in their apartment and they got Easter specials for $10 to do push waves, jerry curls, and French rolls all next week. As a matter of fact, they did Samuel L. Jackson's wife hair for the Oscars, Gary.
Yeah.
And where was that Gary? What kind of hairstyle?
Baby, that was a possum boom look.
Congratulations to Brother Ronald Jackson, who got a blessing last night watching the Oscars. His 60-inch flat screen had been real blurry all last week.
Oh.
But he said Will Smith slapped Chris Rock so hard that it shook his picture clear again.
You know what?
And now you don't have to buy a new one.
It's a blessing.
Oh, Lord.
Condolences to Sister Patsy Wiggins, who lost her stepfather who raised her, Mr. Rufus Ogletree, on Friday. You know Rufus Ogletree?
Yeah.
He was 94 and he had battled drug problems in the past 40 years. He had been addicted to reefer, BC powders, goody powders, no dose, yes dose, Flintstone vitamins, vitamin D. On a days, he was on one of days, Theraflu, Allegra, Alka-Seltzer, LSD, LSU, Vicks, Michael Vicks, Michael Vicks Vapor Rub, but that ain't what killed him. They said that they really don't know how he died because he had so much stuff in him. The doctor said that he'd been dead since mid-January, but his body just kept walking around. He'd been dead. He been dead, Janie. Janie, he been dead, but he just kept walking around. Sometimes the God in you help you keep walking around. I said, how you doing? He didn't speak to me. I said, he's dead. All right, Janie, I'll call you. Hey, yesterday was Mariah Carey's birthday.
Happy belated.
Brad, did you talk to her yesterday?
Of course I did. Of course I did. She had an old festive good time, and it's her anniversary. She don't do birthday. It's anniversary.
All right.
Yeah, man. Yes. Aries.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday, Mariah Carey. That makes John Lyon. What up, boy?
I'm good, man. Man, definitely have to do it up real big for Mariah Carey. And of course, you make sure me up on the Instagram at JAH Lions.
JAH Lions Sound. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, but my pleasure, Ricky.
Yes, sir. Black Tony, what's up?
Uh-oh.
Hello? Hello?
Uh-oh.
The hell is going on? Black Tony?
Hello?
You gonna make
Black Tony?
He late for calling in late.
Late. How you late for calling in late?
I ain't late. I've been still.
What?
I've been still.
What's up, Black Tony?
Ain't nobody late. Shawty, look, Shawty, man, I was calling to tell you I apologize. I'm sorry, Shawty. I'm apologizing. I'm sorry, Shawty.
What, for not coming to work?
Yeah, because you had told me, you said, make sure you be there today because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Man, Shawty, I was going to be there too this morning, but then my grandmama there holding me up. Shawty, I'm trying to get out the house, Shawty, right now.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to figure out how to work this down BCR. Because, look, my grandmama, you know, her and my great-grandmama, they were trying to watch the Oscar show last night.
Right.
Because they heard everything what had happened.
Yeah.
With folks getting slapped down and all this, and The Rock got slapped and all this. They said, who the hell slapped The Rock? Biggie here. And I said, look, so we had recorded on the VCR, and I'm trying to rewind it to get to the point where The Rock got slapped. Shawty, who the hell slapped The Rock? That dude Biggie hell, Shawty, who slapped him?
Not The Rock. You talking about Dwayne?
It seemed like he would have knocked somebody out there slapped. No, he big.
Chris Rock.
All that damn muscle. You seen him in that movie where he played in with Cam and Hart.
Yeah, Chris Rock.
He look, well, he real big over there. Shawty, who slapped The Rock? Shawty, I was like, boy, I got to see my
Chris.
Hey, Rock T.
Yes, sir.
I swear got slapped when they said Rock got slapped.
Chris Rock.
Wrong Rock, man.
Wrong.
What's going on?
Hello? Hello? Yeah.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, 6 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. Brought to you by
Buick. Tune in to More Than That with Gia Peppers wherever you listen to podcasts. Sponsored by Buick. Increasing visibility for women athletes. Buick. see her greatness. Gary, what up there, pimpin'?
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts, y'all, and Sciences released a statement, y'all, condemning, y'all, that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscar. Now, they're saying that the Academy does not condone violence of any form, y'all. They're saying that, and they're saying that they were delighted to celebrate the 94th Academy Awards winners who deserve this moment of recognition from their peers and movie lovers around the world, y'all. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Mr. Smith slapped Chris Rock after the comedian made a G.I. Jane joke about his wife. Now, they're saying later on the stage, he apologized, y'all, to everybody except Chris. And he said he wanted to apologize to the Academy. He wanted to apologize to all his fellow nominees. He said, this is a beautiful moment. And he said, I'm not crying for winning an award. He said, it's not about winning an award for me. It's about being able to shine a light, y'all, on all of the people. And, you know, and it went on and on and on. But then, you know, it's just so much going on, too. And, you know, I don't know if y'all heard, but they're saying that Chris Rock is not going to file charges, honey, against Mr. Smith. They say he's not going to file charges. Some people saying that he's terrified if he does what may happen. And then some people saying, you know, he's just doing the right thing. But Ricky, it's just been so many whispers and stuff going on. Some people said that, you know, Will, he slapped Chris Rock, you know, because of, you know, talking about his wife and what have you. Then they're saying he slapped Chris Rock because Chris Rock was saying that Wesley Snipes looked like he escaped from Alcatraz in that outfit. And it was just so much going on, honey. So I don't know what the situation was. So, but it was just a mess, though. But it was a slap, honey. And, you know, and y'all asking the question, where did Chris go? He probably left, but he did do the right thing. But I'm going to say this, too, though. Do y'all think that was real?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it had to be real.
There was no reason to stage something like that.
Yeah, no, that was real.
Yeah, so it was real.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you know, they both actors, for one thing. And, you know, Chris, I mean, he took it and he stood there and he went on ahead and did his announcement, all what he had to do and what have you and stuff like that. And, you know, it looked like it could have been real, but then also, you know, in Hollywood, honey, anything is possible.
Child, you could feel the humiliation.
Yes, that was not Pookie. That was
And
Chris
when
Rock.
he yelled out afterward, that made it even more uncomfortable and awkward.
Yeah, and got in the seat and said that
You
stuff.
could tell by Lupita's face, Gary, who was sitting directly behind Chris Rock. Lupita was so uncomfortable.
They say, baby, Miss
Will.
Yeah, they say, baby, Miss Lupita was saying, girl.
Yeah.
They say, this girl said, girl, this is not Wakanda.
This is not Wakanda.
Yeah. It was cringeworthy.
It was definitely cringeworthy, y'all. And, you know, and I know, Will Packer probably is upset because, I mean, this is the time when an African-American man is doing it, you know, presenting the whole thing.
Man, I really hate it for him. I really hate it for him.
Yeah, you're taking away all the shine.
It started out a little weird, Gary. I was like, why did DJ Khaled walk out in the very beginning?
Yeah, what was that about?
Here we go. We can't even get it together. Come on, let's keep our composure.
And people not talking about Questlove winning his first Oscar.
Right. It was kind of overshadowed.
Yeah, that did overshadow. Will was wrong for that, but now he got his award and everything is okay, but you didn't overshadow
I don't even
everybody
remember
else's
Will
situation.
Smith winning the award.
Yeah, he won.
That just overshadowed everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and DJ Nice, y'all, what he had on?
D-Nice.
D-Nice, yeah.
His jacket matched the stones on his hat. He always wear a hat, so that, you know, he just matched his hat with his jacket.
There's a lot of eclectic fashion, Gary. Between Wesley Snipes, D-Nice. It was a lot of eclectic fashion.
I didn't even see Wesley Snipes, child.
Baby.
Hey,
You
Brad,
missed it, bro.
Wait, I'm finna ask a dumb question. The D-Nice, that's not the same as the D-Nice that used to rap back in the day, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Are you serious?
Yes, yes. He's a
Because I was
DJ
like, how
now.
you taking DJ? I was mad at first. Like,
yeah, that's the same DJ Nice when COVID hit that turned it out and had the party going all night. So now he doing everything. That's DJ Nice.
I took a picture
My
with
name
him.
is D Nice.
Right,
Yes,
right,
yes.
right. Okay, I didn't know that.
You don't know how I did it.
Right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So he doing it all, but I mean that little ensemble he had on, I was like, girl, I didn't understand it, but it was the Oscars, so you know, so there you have it though. But I like, you know, what's her name? The host, what's her name? I can't. Wanda Sykes and
Amy Schumer. Regina Hall.
I love Amy Schumer, honey. She is a mess, honey. She get to say whatever she want to say, honey.
She do.
She said whatever.
Her timing is unbelievable.
Yes, honey. She is definitely funny, honey. And she didn't get slapped, honey, so that's a cute thing. But she said some things, honey. But I guess, you know, nobody gonna bother her, honey, because this girl's a white woman in America, honey. So
And she's
Say
a
what you need to-
comedian, so it was supposed to be funny. Everything
Well,
was
Chris
supposed
Rock
to
a
be...
comedian, honey. He got tapped.
Well,
It wasn't offensive.
Yeah, the monologue was a little it got a little lengthy or whatever, because once you get a few laughs or whatever, I would have gave them the option to go ahead and get on out and let's go ahead and introduce the first, because you know what I'm saying, the timing and it was a little talking over. I don't know. It was just after about a couple of minutes after get the joke, boom, 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 and boom, let's go, because it just seemed like they start reaching. But I know you have to go by the monologue, but it was just kind of long for that.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It got a little strange, and I couldn't watch no more because I get real uncomfortable quick.
Okay. All right, with that being said, the color today, honey, I love my color today is daffodil on the high end, and on the low end, just say beautiful golden yellow. That's your color.
Hey, Gary, and that was the first time
Snipes? I'm sorry.
Go ahead, what'd you say, Brad?
I had to send it. Eva done sent me this picture of West. What was he doing? He looked like an alien. Like, what is going on? Alien.
and that was the first. And that was the first time of. That was the first time me watching an award show, because I don't watch them or whatever. And then when I did, and then when I did, I was like, it just really turned me off. I'm like, that's why I don't watch them. It was just kind of.
But that don't usually happen.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
And we was watching really to support Will Packer, because I don't really watch the Oscars like that either. It be
that was
long.
the only reason that was the only reason I watched it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, to support him. So, all right, y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Probably next week they're gonna be getting into Wesley Snipes in that outfit I just received. Just received a
Disrespected Blade.
very low down text message from Eva.
I got it too, bro.
Lord,
Cranberry.
Lord, what in the?
What
That
is
is
California raisin looking?
that is dark plum.
What?
His character,
That was dark plum.
his character Blade, like,
God. You done lost all your cool points for New Jack City. I can't even watch New Jack City no more.
Right?
That is
what,
not
what is
Nino
them
Brown.
shorts and leggings?
You are not the dude that stabbed Al B. Sure in the hand and called him a pretty. I'm sorry, Christopher Williams.
No.
Same
I'll
difference.
let you in the Carter with that.
No, sir. All right, y'all. Producer Will Packer understood the assignment and made history along with all black production team, for this year's Academy Awards show. Now, the FAMU, everybody in Tallahassee, congratulations. Y'all represented. Everybody in the FAMU family. FAMU grad pool of the industry's biggest night with 3 funny women to host: Regina Hall, Wanda Sykes, and Amy Schumer. But what everybody is talking about, the slap heard around the world after Chris Rock told a joke about Jada, Will Smith walked on stage and slapped him. And it was censored for the TV broadcast, but here's the raw audio of how it went down last night.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay.
Now, let me ask you this. Was G.I. Jane a prostitute or a hero? Let's talk about that for a second. Was G.I. Jane a prostitute or a hero?
she wasn't no prostitute.
That's what I'm asking. That's the question.
Soldier.
She was a soldier. She was a hero. And it's a low haircut. Looked like G.I. Jane, but he's not addressing Special K alopecia and the illness.
But you know what else we're not talking about? There's history behind this whole Chris Rock and Jada thing. Because when Chris Rock hosted the Oscars, he made the joke about Jada. That was the year that she boycotted the Oscars. She made a big deal about boycotting the Oscars. Remember Oscars So White thing?
2016, yep.
And Chris Rock's joke then was Jada Pinkett Smith boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. So, he was saying that, you got to be invited in order for your boycott to have some impact. So it goes back to that. And then I also heard a thing that there's even more history that goes back even further between Chris Rock and Jada, that they just don't like each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently, they went out on a date way back. Eva, had you heard about this? They went out on a date way back in the day, and Jada made a big deal about how it was the worst date or worst night of her life.
And then Chris put it in a comedy. He put it in one of his stand-ups a few years back, and Will basically told him then to keep my wife's name out your mouth. So this was kind of a long time coming, Ricky.
Yeah. Well, I probably, me personally, if I knew that there was a history or whatever, I would have had to measure between how funny that joke is, compared to, I don't want to touch that. Who else can I pick on in the audience? That's a sensitive topic or whatever. I would have had to use the discretion not to do the joke, which does not justify hitting no damn body. Now, if it was me, Will Smith wouldn't have made it back to his seat, because 205 Birmingham, everything from the Kingston projects in me would have been all over his ass, and he would have had to beat my ass. We would have been thumping right there in front of everybody, because I stand strong on my manhood, and I would have just had to die that night. Because what you ain't finna do is walk up and slap me in front of a whole bunch of people. Now, people want to use comedians for the comedy or whatever, and then turn around and try to censor and get mad at what we say. So stop putting comedians on shows to entertain you and make you laugh, and then get mad at a joke. Because everybody is so sensitive now. Kevin Hart getting canceled. Everybody getting canceled about this, that, or the other. Well, what the hell are comedians supposed to do? Because they've been joking on roasting everybody all night.
Well, see, that's the piece that just came out, that all of Chris Rock's jokes was vetted, like doing rehearsal. Like the Oscars knew everything that he was going to be joking about.
Right.
That particular joke wasn't part of it.
Yep.
That's what I was going to ask.
So Chris Rock that just came off the top of his head. He was in the moment, and he cracked that joke.
That's part of it, too. I mean, that's your job as a comic. You don't have to just stay on script as a comic. We are stand-up comedians. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of you do, I think, if you're doing an award show. Everything has to be approved.
I've hosted award shows before, and I just went off the top of my head.
It wasn't the Oscars, though, Rick.
Yeah,
you were appropriate. You didn't say anything about someone's illness.
Whoa. But what's appropriate? When it comes to comedy,
not talking about alopecia.
If it's all written in script,
but he didn't say alopecia.
No, he
right.
didn't say
But
that.
if it's all written out and it has to be approved, everything that's said, then that's what it is, y'all.
But what's appropriate is subjective.
I'm sure everything that
very
Amy
subjective.
Schumer, Regina Hall, and Wanda Sykes said was written.
Okay, but how, as a comedian, how you supposed to know out of 1,000 people which person feeling gonna be hurt by what you said?
Like they said,
Samuel Jackson didn't laugh at none of it. It seemed like he liked the jokes that they were saying.
Yeah, he sure did. He kind of had he didn't smile.
He didn't smile at all. Him and his wife was sitting there, happy and beautiful wife.
Yeah, baby, Miss LaTanya, honey.
Hi, Gary.
Yeah, baby, this girl just got her Gladys Knight wig, honey. And she was like, baby, I'm sitting right here with my husband.
Gary, see? Oh, see what I'm talking about? Brett. No, ma'am. Brett, you did not say hoo-hoo.
I know you will.
Can y'all turn her mic off?
I got to go.
Brett, no, ma'am. No. Let's go. You know what? Stop. Don't laugh,
Yes, baby.
Brett, stop. All right, we're going to go to the calls before. Brett!
Oh, I'm leaving.
Yes, baby.
I think Samuel cussed her out before the
baby.
backstage.
She let him have it, baby.
How you gonna come out here?
Boy, she said hoo-hoo one more time.
Yes, honey.
Going back to five. Going back to five.
Can we go to the phone lines?
All aboard.
Can we catch some calls, please?
I think it was completely wild. I mean, I seen Jada's face and she was not real happy about it, and I think Will kind of reacted to Jada's reaction like, oh, hold up, let me go and defend my wife because y'all ain't gonna play my wife on TV. But yeah, that was wild, and Chris Rock know he was wrong.
Hey, if he slapped Chris Rock, I wonder what the hell August Alsina looks like.
I think it's a bunch of BS. I just think that Will Smith shouldn't have reacted like that. Not only that, they didn't have a problem when Regina King made a comment about their open marriage. It's just a bunch of bull crap. True Will Smith.
I think that Will Smith could have handled it better. Because what if Chris Rock would have hit him back? Then it would have been an all-out brawl on stage. If he felt like he had to go up on stage, he'd walk up on stage, he'd tell him, how he felt about it, and he demanded he apologize to his wife right there. That would have been a more appropriate way to handle it.
I think that he was valid for doing what he did. That was his wife. He was disrespecting his wife in his face. My husband would have done the same thing. And everybody needs to stop putting his celebrity above human imperfection. He's not Jesus Christ, He's an emotional human. He's going to do what he needs to do for his family.
I think he should be arrested. I really do, because here's why. That was national TV, and that should not have happened. Now, granted, we got to be careful on how they're putting the restraints on comedians. They're getting to where they can't talk about the gays, they can't talk about the whites, the blacks. We got to understand when we go to a comedy show, there is a no-holds bar. And I agree with Ricky. Put your hands on me.
Bruh. On God, bruh. On God.
Hands on me.
Let me break it down for you. Instead of walking on stage, I would have walked to the side and met Chris Rock when he came off stage. Say, hey, can I holler at you for a second? And went on in the room. And if you wanted to beat his ass in the room, you could have slapped him more than once if that's what you felt like it took. Because see what happened when you get in the room and say, what's up with that? Now you're setting Chris Rock, giving him an opportunity to correct and apologize. Hey, that offended you. My bad. I apologize. I will publicly and privately apologize to your wife, Will Smith, and that will never happen again. That's the right thing to do. You pull somebody to the side, have the conversation, and then you go out publicly if there's a sense that there's some beef, and we come out together as a team. As a man, I want to apologize for the insensitive joke that I made about Jada Pinkett, and I have apologized to Will Smith. And I would like to publicly apologize to Jada Pinkett or whatever. Or if he didn't apologize or whatever, Will Smith could have beat his ass in the room and they could have just thumped it out right there. But to do that on Will Packer's night.
Yeah.
FAMU graduate, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, to do that on Will Packer's night. The first to produce the Oscars.
Preach.
To do that to him. Was you thinking about Will Packer? Was you thinking about Serena and Venus? You portrayed their dad in the movie. We say protect black women. But what about Venus and Serena? Because nobody even know that you won the Oscar, Will. Nobody know. We don't know. We know you slapped the hell out of somebody because we all changed the channel and put it on my 600-pound life to see who was trying to get to Houston to talk to Dr. Now in first 48.
I just can't stop eating.
Stop, Rock. Don't say that. I'm not talking about that. Don't say that.
Leave it.
Brett, see, I can't even talk.
5 number 2.
Eva, don't let. Gary.
Yes, baby.
You know what?
You was leaving.
Y'all, I'm clocking out. No, I got to go.
She left.
To all the hard-working women and everyday super moms, we got a little something for you. It's Eva's Corner on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 13 before the top of the hour. Time for Eva's Corner. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Eva's Corner, where we talk about all things womanhood, motherhood, and the juiciness in between. And today, Ricky, we have a family divided. And this is a difficult one, so I'm going to break down a scenario, and I need your help. There's a woman whose fiance sadly passed away before they got married, and she has the engagement ring that he proposed to her with, and the family would like it back because it's a family heirloom. So she's trying to figure out what the right thing to do is. Now, she wants to keep the ring because that's one of the last and only things she has of him now that he's gone on to glory. But the family wants the ring back because the ring was always supposed to stay in the family. So what happens? Does she give the ring back reluctantly, even though she doesn't want to because the family's requesting it? Or should she be allowed to keep the ring because it was a gift by her fiance, late fiance, to her? How does it work? Like, what do you do in this situation? normally, no, just really fast. So a ring normally is an intention. You know, you give a ring because you're supposed to have a marriage or get married after the fact. But if it doesn't happen because of death, what do you do? Gary?
You keep the ring. First of all, see if it's legal, number one. But if it's legal or not, he gave her the ring. If he gave her the ring and he passed and stuff, the family shouldn't even know nothing about the ring. So that's my ring to keep. So she should keep the ring.
Even if it's an heirloom, Gary, like came down from great-great-great-grandparents?
Well, if it was, if he wouldn't have died or not, she was going to still have it. So heirloom or not, no, you keep it.
Dang, Gary.
Message.
So, sorry.
Brett, you love jewelry and sentiments. What do you think about this?
Yeah, keep it.
You think she should be allowed to keep it?
Mm-hmm.
Why you say that, Brett? Why?
Because it's hers.
Yeah, keep it.
Oh, cold.
Roxy, would you want your family's ring back, or would you? What would you do?
I mean, she gotta keep it. She gotta keep it. I mean,
Thank you.
Yeah, it's the right thing to do. She lost her fiance.
Yeah,
that's the last thing that she has.
Yep. She got to remember.
They going to court.
Child.
Special K.
It's other stuff that the family can get. It's other stuff that the family can get. I'm sure that's not the only thing. Why you want the ring?
Yeah, big ass couch sitting over there.
Take that. Take that.
That's right. Grandma sat on that couch.
Take the statues. Yeah. Take the dishes. You know.
Ain't nobody said nothing about the blunders.
That
about
too.
the blunders.
But it's a family tradition. They've been passing this ring down for generations to generations. So if she keeps it, then it's no longer in the family. What do you think, Special K?
I mean, if it was my family, the ring was probably fake anyway. So my great granddaddy bought it from the mall and then passed it down to my granddaddy. Probably worth about $60.
How much was it?
About $60.
320s, K.
Yeah. 3 dubs. 3 dubs. 64.18 plus tax.
Where you bought it at, K?
In the middle of the mall. You know, we got mom jewelry.
Which mall? Which mall?
The kiosk.
Oh, Greenbrier, Redbird. You name it. Cutler Ridge down in South Florida.
Well, it looks like this case is going to court.
Really?
Yes, it looks like it's going to court because the family is not letting up and this woman is not giving up. So I'll update you and let you know what happens because this ring situation is not over. But thank you for listening to Eva's Corner.
Yeah,
See you next Monday.
Won the damn ring and then you go to work and get your whole hand chopped off. So What's that, Gary?
What kind of work they do?
Right.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Oh man, boy, that take me back to the man. When I tell you the '90s was the best.
Best, man. Best in hip hop.
Yes, sir.
Without a doubt.
Brett, what is that song? I mean, come on. What did you do when that song came out? What did that song mean to you?
Man, listen, let me tell you, that song was so jamming. It's just when the beat come on. The Ghetto Boys, they killed this song. It just made you, I don't know, it kind of made you want to do bad stuff.
Right.
Man.
Right. Did that song make it up to what on the Billboard charts? What year did that come out?
I don't know, but it definitely was in the top 10.
God. Yeah, that did make Brett said that make you want to do something.
It did.
1991.
Bushwick
Yeah,
Bill.
91.
Hey, Bushwick had the hardest verse.
Yes, sir.
He did.
Talking about me and the Ghetto Boy, the trick or treat,
Yes.
robbing little kids for bags.
Yes.
That little man got behind that man.
And see, them kids thought he was a kid. See,
I know.
And that's how he was getting them bags because he was walking up on them. Cause them babies ain't never seen a little person before, and they was confused. So when he snatched their bags and started running, it's like, "Mommy, that kid look like a grown man."
Man, baby.
That's a man baby. About a man baby. And then all the little people started coming out Halloween. They started snatching little kids' bags and started assaulting these 3 and 4 years olds that was out there trick or treating with their parents, and then getting in the car driving off and left the babies confused. And then all the real babies started stealing their parents' cars, thinking that it was okay for them to drive too. So a lot of stuff came came behind
Yes.
Bushwick Bill when he did that verse.
Yeah.
Little baby 3-year-old, 4-year-olds, 5-year-old, they got inspired and thought that they should be driving buses and stuff too. And they start robbing other kids for bags. So if you got babies out there and you play that song, don't let them listen to that version or watch the video, because they're going to get confused because they don't know that Bushwick Bill was a real man.
He was a whole adult.
They didn't know. So y'all keep everybody out there. Y'all pray for these kids because they confused. So when you see a little person in Walmart or Target, pull your baby to the side and explain to them babies that, listen, that's a grown man. Because my grandson saw a little person at church and asked him where his mama at. And I had to snatch Grayson's little ass in the vestibule in the church and explain to him, son, that was a grown man. And he will rob you for your bag on Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay? You look at his face. He's got a strong face, but he's your height. And I'm done with that. So let's start talking about that. And we won't, Super Day, we won't play that song no more because it's to send out the wrong message to kids.
Them little kids be pulling out them crayons talking about, you want a color?
That little boy did ask Juicy that when they bought, hey, Brad, this is before you started. Gary, you remember when they bought the first graders up to the radio station? That little boy asked Juicy, did he want a color?
Yes, that was so touching.
It one of them fat crayons.
I want to play with Juicy.
You want a color?
My Lord. That 8 box.
Stop the big wait. We had 97.9 to beat in Dallas. They bought all the first graders. They bought the first graders to the radio station. And Juicy was sitting up in that high chair next to Rod T. And that little boy kept staring at Juicy. He knew something was wrong. And finally he leaned, he looked behind the other kid, he looked past the other kid, he said, you want a color?
Nope.
If y'all would have seen Juicy tried to smile it off.
Oh no.
She tried to smile it off. She smiled. She was nice to him. She didn't get mad. But she didn't. He got up and walked out. Hair crack sitting there with a stupid ass look on his face. And Gary talking about some Gary said, my Lord.
Oh, my Lord, baby.
Oh, he was serious.
Yes. He wanted to color.
He waited for an answer, too.
That's the first time I blacked out. I lost my vision. I couldn't breathe. I thought I had COVID.
This is 18 years before COVID came out.
Right.
The teacher said something to the boy. Boy, come on, man. That's a grown woman.
The teacher snatched him. The teacher pulled him back and took him outside.
Come on over here, boy. That's a grown woman.
Let's go to the phone, Janai.
Come on over here, boy. That's a grown
Oh, that little boy sing with them stride right shoes. What you mean she grown?
Lord have mercy.
Janai.
How am I supposed to follow this up? How am I supposed to talk to y'all today
Somebody
about
get Rock T off the floor, Janai.
money?
Janai, I'm sorry, Janai. Janai, if you would have been in there when the little boy asked Juicy, did he want a color? Janai, I apologize. Spring is here. And the summer will be here before you know it. We got our money expert, Janai Thorne, joining us today with some tips to help us save money. And we making our spring and summer travel plans. Janai, talk to us. Get us out of this terrible tailspin. Get us out here. Save us.
I am trying to get us out of this terrible tailspin right here. All right, let's talk about how we can save some money booking flights for this spring, our spring and summer trips.
Number one, the best time to book your flights, try to book them at least 3 weeks before your flight. For domestic flights, you want to book your flight on a Sunday. That's actually the cheapest day. And you want to depart on Friday if you can. For international flights, same thing. You want to book on a Sunday and you want to depart on Thursday if you can. I think a lot of people don't realize you can save up to 36% if you book your flight on a Sunday and up to 20% if you book your flight on a Saturday. Booking your flights on the weekend really does matter.
Wow.
That's good to know. But I want to know why Google Flights is such a good resource than other sites.
Well, Brad, I think people don't realize Google Flights should be the number one place you should be going before you book your flight. And the reason why I like them is you should always go there first. And the reason is because it's actually a search engine. You don't book on Google Flights. You actually go there just to do your research. So you can filter your flights. You can see, you can check by the dates of travel, the cities, of course, the best airline, number of layovers, price. But the best feature that I like about Google Flights is they have something called a price track feature. So they'll send you alerts when the flight that you want to go on, that the price actually goes down. So they take a lot of the work out for you. So always go to Google Flights first and then go to the site and book your ticket.
So, Janai, when booking a hotel, so when should you look and, is there a best check-in day or you just check in whenever you feel like it?
Okay, so here's some tips for hotels. The cheapest day to book a hotel room is Friday and Saturday, but the cheapest day to check in a hotel is on Sunday. So book Friday or Saturday, you check in on Sunday. The most expensive day to book a hotel room is Tuesday, and of course, the most expensive day to check in is on a Friday.
Wow, that's good to know. Well, talk to us about those travel points. You know how you get those flyer miles or those frequent flyer miles for your flights you take? Why is it important to actually log those miles and use them?
Well, it's really important to use the miles now because most of the major airlines and hotels are devaluing points right now. And what that means is now you're going to have to use more points to book the same trip. So several airlines have devalued the points by 75%. And what that means is now it's going to take 4 points or miles for each 1 point that it took before. So a lot of companies are making changes. So if you have a bunch of miles, go ahead and start booking your travel now before that situation gets worse.
Oh, wow. All right. Listen, Janai, let everybody know if they want to reach you and they have any questions about anything financially, how can you help them and how can they reach you?
Okay, Ricky, if anybody has any money questions for me, you can follow me at Janai Thornton. That's JINITHORNTON. And ladies, you can join my free money community at thankmelater.money.
There it is. All right, Janai, thank you so much for coming. I will apologize for how we acted.
So sorry.
You are crazy. Everybody already knows that. Y'all have an amazing week.
Hey, have a great week, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Best.
News headlines. Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 26 minutes after the hour. Got your front page. Eva, good morning.
Good morning. The front page is being brought to you by Geico. Switch to Geico today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com, get a rate quote, get started, and see how much you could save. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. I'm Eva Marcel here with a quick look at your front page news. Russian missile strikes continued to hit cities in Ukraine over the weekend. Yesterday, the president of Ukraine pleaded for the West to send fighter jets and tanks to help in the fight that has been going on for over a month. He also accused Western nations of being, quote, afraid to simply make a decision. Over the weekend, President Biden said that Vladimir Putin cannot remain in power. Other Western leaders have tried to distance themselves from Biden's remarks, fearing it might incite Russia. In other news, the House committee investigating the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol is moving forward with contempt charges against two former Donald Trump advisors for their refusal to comply with subpoenas. Peter Navarro was Trump's trade advisor, and Dan Scavino was his communications aide, who actively was involved in Trump's social media accounts. Now, both of the men have been uncooperative for months. Meanwhile, the FDA is expected to approve additional COVID-19 booster shots for adults over the age of 50 as early as next week. The CDC won't officially recommend additional shots, but they will be available for those that want them. And last but not least, in some good news, now it's not a lot, but the average price of gas did fall over the last 2 weeks, dropping by about 6 cents to $4.37 per gallon. Now, it's still almost $1.42 higher than it was about a year ago, but it is a lot cheaper than what people are paying on average in Los Angeles for a gallon of gas, which is pricing at $5.99. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more, just log on to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Oh, yeah, let's get y'all up to speed on what's happening in March Madness. The men's Final Four teams are set. You got Duke versus North Carolina, what could be the championship before the championship. Then you got Villanova and Kansas. Those are the Final Four teams right there. It's going down. Over on the women's side, South Carolina and Stanford has both punched their ticket to the Final Four tonight. We got two Elite Eight matchups, Louisville versus Michigan and North Carolina State versus UConn. The winner of those two games will punch their ticket to the Final Four. It's going down. Shout out to Shaq and Steph Curry. They won an Oscar last night. Of course, a lot of this has been overshadowed with the Will Smith slap, but they won an Oscar for their documentary covering Lucia Harris, who's the only woman drafted by an NBA team back in 1977, was drafted in the 13th round by the New Orleans Jazz. She didn't think they were serious. Her pregnancy prevented her from trying out to make the actual final roster, but that's an interesting story. So if you guys haven't seen the story of Lucia Harris, go check it out. Cleveland Browns' new quarterback, Deshaun Watson, sent a clear message to all female Cleveland Browns fans saying he understands the seriousness of the sexual misconduct allegations made against him and says he never assaulted any women. He never disrespected any woman. He was raised by a single parent, and he got sisters and aunts and uncles, and aunts. So my whole life I've been surrounded around women. And he just hey, only time is going to tell for you guys to trust me and believe me, and I'm going to do everything I possibly can to prove to you that that's who I really am.
Yeah.
There it is, man. Follow my social media at Rock T. Let's talk sports. Brad got the hot spot right now. Let's get
the hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot. And that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BRAT.
It's the bottom of the hour. What up, Brad?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum's The Lost City marked a record opening for female-driven films released during the pandemic. The film brought in an impressive $31 million, followed by Batman at $20 million. Now, you know, the 94th Academy Awards, Hollywood's big night returned last night. Coda won 3 of its nominations for Best Picture, Best Adapted Screenplay, and Best Supporting Actor. Dune also took home 6 Oscars. Billie Eilish won for Best Song for James Bond. Beyonce was also nominated for Best Song and performed Be Alive from the tennis courts in Compton.
Ain't nobody like it if they try. This is hustle personified. Look how we've been fighting to stay alive. So when we will have pride. Do you know how much we have tried? How hard we have to fight.
Yes. Yeah, that was kind of jamming.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, and
I hope that motivate, young people. I hope a lot of young ladies get motivated behind that and go out and take it to another level.
Yeah, and be great. Well, gotta get to it. After slapping Chris Rock on stage for joking about his wife, Will Smith won Best Actor for his role in King Richard.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so me neither. Celebrities took to social media last night to react to Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. Smith's son Jaden responded to the moment saying, "And that's how we do it." 50 Cent chimed in saying, "Chris Rock backstage like, damn, Will, he snuck me. Tell him I'm gonna come. Tell him I said come catch this fade, LOL." Maria Shriver wrote, "We should never get to a place where we sit and watch a movie star hit someone on global television, then moments later get a standing ovation while talking about love." Trevor Noah tweeted, "Wait, what? That wasn't scripted?" Meanwhile, according to the LAPD, Chris Rock has declined to file a police report for the incident. According to Variety, the LAPD said in a statement, LAPD investigative entities are aware of an incident between two individuals during the Academy Awards program. The individual involved has declined to file a police report. If the involved party desires a police report at a later date, LAPD will be available to complete an investigative
and had
report.
he slapped Jimmy Kimmel, right? And I'm going to tell you something, like real talk. I just hope that people don't think that that's the answer to how to resolve issues, because it's a lot of people over at the cemetery right now sleeping in their graves for making a decision like that and doing something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you had an opportunity to meet him backstage and have a conversation and give Chris Rock the opportunity to apologize for what he said or to defend what he said. And if you wanted to handle it backstage, you could have handled it backstage. But that was embarrassing for Will Packer, and it was just embarrassing, just period, point blank. And I hope that kids don't watch stuff like that and feel like that's the way to resolve issues. Will Smith will apologize, but he still, if Chris Rock should apologize to Jada, he should, as he should. If that offended Jada and Will, he should apologize. However, Will should apologize to Chris Rock, because two wrongs don't make a right.
And he should apologize to black people as a whole for making us look violent.
Yeah.
Well, all right. In other news,
ain't no other news. I'm just joking.
Okay. Really? That almost need to be it, huh?
Hey, it just ain't.
It just
that
ain't.
got everybody in their feelings this morning. Like I literally couldn't sleep last night because it just disturbed my spirit so bad. I found no joy in it. I found no entertainment in it. I walked away.
It was entertaining now, because it was something I couldn't believe, and I was like, "Oh my God, what just happened?"
Drop.
It was shocking and very entertaining.
Weren't you embarrassed?
I was. I felt like, damn, what happened?
Finally, we get a chance to produce the Oscars in this. And Maria Shriver was right, and then you get a standing ovation talking about love, because you won the Oscar or whatever, but like as if you didn't just walk up on stage in that same spot and slap the hell out of somebody.
Yeah. You're right. He should have the way he felt was warranted. His actions weren't. He could have pulled him aside as a man. He knows that man for so many years. That stage was not the place.
Or he could have just went on stage if he felt like feeling like that. He could have made Chris Rock apologize right then.
Right.
So you know what? You're not going to disrespect my wife. Apologize to her right now.
Right now. That's
it. And he probably would have said, oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thank you. Thank you. That part. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Lord. You are correct.
We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, because it ain't no more news after that. You're right.
We'll talk about this until DL come on.
Quick, Gary. I'm leaving.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley, the morning show. Everybody's talking about what went on with the Oscars. You got Kanye and DL. They going back and forth. Now you got Chris Rock and Will Smith or whatever. We got comedian Marvin Hunter that's on with us this morning. Marvin Hunter, good morning. Hey, good. Hey, man, is comedy getting violent or what's going on?
Man, people get too sensitive, man. I just feel like you can have sex with somebody white, but you can't joke about it. You can't tell no jokes about it. You can have sex with her, but you can't tell no jokes about it.
Now, Marvin, like real talk, just like sitting there watching it, not just as a comedian, as a man also, that have a family. What are you?
Now, I understand him being upset, but you go see him backstage. You know what I'm saying? You go see him backstage. You don't walk up on the stage, arguably one of the biggest nights of your life, on the grandest stage in front of the world, and slap that man like that. That's not what you do.
Right.
Yeah, Marvin, don't you feel like it justifies all the people who say that we don't know how to act when we're given a platform?
Absolutely. And you know who was mad? Will Packer. For the first time, he had an all-black production crew for the Oscars, and these niggas went out there and turned into the Source Award. I know he was in the back clowning.
Yeah, and that's, as a matter of fact, that was one of the nicest sets I have ever seen for the Oscars. Yes. I mean, I'm saying that set, whoever designed that set and put it together the monologue, the comedians, everybody was, was funny. And just so you think people is getting too sensitive? Because do you think comedy is being disrespected?
In a way, yes. In a way, because what it's doing is emboldened. It's emboldened everybody who's in their feelings about comedy to say something or to speak out or possibly walk on stage. And Kanye loved it. But man, did you see how Lupita was sitting beside Will, looking like a little bad kid, watching two teachers fight in the lunchroom?
Right. like what?
Man,
I was confused.
Right. Now, Marvin, if you was on stage and Will Smith came up and slapped you, would you kept going like Chris Rock? What would have happened?
Man, they had to go to commercial break. They would have had to go to commercial break because we had to discuss this a little further. I mean, you just slap me. I think Chris probably he handled it better than me. I mean, he handled it with grace and stuff like that. But man, imagine what was going through your mind. This Negro just slapped me.
Yeah.
He just slapped me, gave him that one of them old mama slaps. Like I done told you about all that sassing slap. We all know that slap.
Right.
I told you about all that. I told you about all that sassing now.
Right.
That's when I'm in the grocery store slap.
Damn. All right, we just wanted to get a comedian's perspective on that, and it seemed like everybody went to the aid of. It seemed like everything is wrong is right and right is wrong. It seemed like they went to the aid of Will Smith as opposed to anybody go and check on Chris Rock, because I think he's the victim here. And had Chris Rock and had you slapped a white man, you would have been in jail.
Yeah. They wouldn't let that. I heard Chris didn't press no charges.
Let that had been Jerry Seinfeld that got slapped.
A whole different service.
And what was Chris Rock after the slap? Did he leave? Did he?
Now he had to leave that.
Yeah.
He tore that whole backstage up.
He probably did. Like for real.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got comedian Marvin Hunter in the building. Marvin, let everybody know how they can follow you to get your more in-depth commentary on your Instagram.
If you want to hear the most ignorant commentary, go to Comedian Marvin H1. Comedian Marvin H1 on Instagram and Hunter Marv on TikTok. Get at your boy.
There it is, man. Comedian Marvin Hunter. Yes, sir. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.